Hello students, welcome to online classes of Shri Mahavir International School. In last video students, I taught you the different method of separation. Okay, now today we are going to discuss about the water. Students, as I told you, the water is must essential for us. We have to prevent the water from getting spoiled and polluted. And why the water is essential, as we know that our body need the water. Okay, and what are the uses of water and what is the property of water, which we will discuss in this chapter. So first thing is, what water is called a universal solvent because it can dissolve many things in it. Universal solvent means, students, most of the substances can dissolve in water. That's why this is called the solvent, universal solvent. Students, what is the solute and solvent? We just discuss further. Okay, see, when a substance is dissolved in water, it forms a solution. Solution means, for example, you have salt, okay, and you just dissolved in it in water. Then what happens? This is the salt solution. The formation of salt solution is here. So the substance which is going to be dissolved, that is called what? Solution, sorry, solute. And the substance in which that substance is going to be dissolved, that is called solvent. And the formation of a solution is here. Students, see, again I'm going to tell you, when a substance is dissolved in water, it forms a solution. Understood? Now the thing is, what you have to know, the solute and solvent. That salt is what? Solute, and the water is solvent, and the salt solution is here, that is called solution. So by the definition, what can we write about the solution? When a substance is dissolved in water, this is called solution. And second, the substance that is dissolved in water is called solute. And fourth one, the substance in which the solute is dissolved is called the solvent. Now in this picture, what happens? The sugar, that is solute, and the water, solvent. Then what happened? The solution is formed here, and this is called the sugar solution. Here the sand, that is solute, and water, solvent. The sand solution has made here, so this is called solution does not form. Yes, this is not a solution. Sorry, this is not a solution, because that sand will not dissolve in water. Sugar can dissolve, salt can dissolve, but sand will not dissolve. So there will be no formation of a solution. It's a mixture, you know. Now students, temperature and solubility. Students, tell me one thing, that by increasing the temperature, can we change the solubility of any solute? But before that, you have to know, students, the temperature and the solubility. Sir, what are the temperature and what is the solubility? So temperature means the hotness and coldness of any substance. This is called the temperature. And the solubility means that simply just when you put some sugar in water, okay, then how much time it takes to disappear, this is called the solubility. You must have experienced that if you keep dissolving more and more salt in a glass of water, after sometimes no more salt can dissolve in it. So if more salt is added, it is left undissolved at the bottom of the glass, and this is because the solution has become saturated, and a solution in which no more solute can dissolve in a solvent at a given temperature is called the saturated solution. However, more solute can be dissolved in a saturated solution by heating the solution. It means, suppose that you have a jar, okay, and in this jar this is the water. You put some amount of what, salt it, okay, then one by one you are going to adding 1 teaspoon full of salt again and again, and you are stirring it well. You are stirring it well, it means you are dissolving that what, salt in water. Then will the salt dissolve every time in water? No, because at a time there will be no possibility of dissolving the salt in water. That time the salt will left behind, okay, and the solution is what? Solution is saturated solution. Saturated solution means the amount of solute has been increased in that solvent, that was water. It means you cannot add more salt in that solvent, so this is called the saturated solution. But we can add more salt in that solution, but how? By increasing the temperature of that solution. So that's why I was telling you that by increasing the temperature we can increase the solubility. Here is an activity. In this activity we will perform that thing, that how we can increase the solubility by increasing the temperature. See, take half a glass of water, add a small quantity of sugar to it. Here we will take sugar to it, and keep stirring it with a spoon. The sugar will dissolve in the beaker and keep on dissolving more and more sugar until no more sugar dissolve and it starts settling at the bottom of the beaker. Thus the solution has become saturated, and next heat this the saturated solution. You will now observe that the undissolved sugar dissolve in it, and thus the raising the temperature makes the saturated solution unsaturated. Students, I hope you have understood. We have added more than 1 teaspoonful in water. It's dissolving, but at the time there will be that sugar will not dissolve. It means it will left behind at the bottom, and when you increase the temperature of that solution, that undissolved that sugar will dissolve. It means you have increased the temperature, and by increasing you have increased the solubility. Now that saturated solution change into the unsaturated solution by increasing the temperature. Now more sugar can be added. Now it's time to answer. Students, in this chapter I taught you many things. I hope you have understood. It means you are able to answer. So in time to answer, circle the correct word among the two given in bold to make a meaningful sentence. Students, in this question, what you have to do? You have to circle. You have to circle a word, a sentence. Sorry, you have to circle a word which is correct for that sentence. Let's see how it is possible. In first question, loading is the process used to increase the rate of what? Decantation or sedimentation? We added what? Alum. In loading process alum is added, and alum, what it will do? It will make that fine particles heavier. Then it is helpful in sedimentation. Second one, a filter paper is used during the process of what? Sedimentation or filtration. Filter paper, by the using the filter paper we are able to obtain pure water, so it's mean it is helpful in filtration. In C, salt is obtained from seawater by the process of evaporation or condensation. Simply evaporation, because we have to remove only the amount of water, and the left part will be there what? Salt. And the D, the process of evaporation involves process of evaporation. What happens? Cooling or boiling? Yes, boiling. In boiling, evaporation process happen. On heating or cooling, water vapor change to water. Water vapor will change to water. It means condensation process is going to be taken place, and in condensation what happens? Vapor changes into the what? Water. So what will be the answer? On cooling, water vapor changes to water. Fifth one, in a sugar solution, sugar is the solute or solvent? Sugar is the what? Solvent? No, sugar is solute. The chapter has been completed, students, but here some terms which very important for you. One by one, let's discuss. Let me explain you. The mixture, a substance that consists of two or more types of particles. You have to read again and again these terms. Like the second one, pure substance is what? A substance that consists of any one type of particles. Threshing, the process of separating grains from stalk by beating the stalk. And the winnowing, the process of separating lighter components of a mixture from the heavier one with the force of wind. And in sedimentation, the process in which the heavier particles of solid in a liquid settle down at the bottom. And in decantation, the process that follows sedimentation, which involves pouring out the liquid without dissolving the sediment. Next, the filtration, the process of separating insoluble solid present in a liquid using a filter. And evaporation, the process of changing of liquid into vapor on boiling. Condensation, the process of changing of vapor into liquid on cooling. And a solution is what? Mixture of a solution, mixture of a soluble solute in a solvent. And the solute is what? The substance that dissolve in a liquid. Solvent, the liquid that dissolve a solute. And the last one, saturated solution, a solution in which no more solute can dissolve at a given temperature. Now students, now I know you are able to know these sentences. You have to read one by one. Like a pure substance is made up of only one type of particles. A mixture has two or more different types of particles. The choice of method of separation of the components of a mixture depends upon the nature of the components. So like this you have to read these. Now let's practice. Students, after completion this chapter, you have to complete these question answers, these short type of questions, okay, like the MCQs, fill in the blanks, true false, by using the pencil. Okay, don't use ball pen. You can easily find out the answer. Okay, like in true false also you can write the true and the false, like this. and in giving one word of each following in word you can easily write here answer and circle the odd one. Yes, and you have to tell the name of a method of separation. Okay, so very short type of answer up to fifth you can easily do in book. Okay students, in next video we will start the next chapter. Until you have to study, so take care.